So we got to focus on ourselves and the things that we need to do to get better on both ends of the floor, and that's the main thing, because we're going to be challenged every night. There's going to be tough games, got a tough schedule coming up. So, but definitely the first one is against the Clippers, and they've been playing really well, even though they lost the last tough back-to-back. And they're deep, they're in good rhythm, and it's going to be a tough one.
Why do games like the other night guys when you look like you're just about to turn the corner?
Well, it seems like we're not quite there yet. We take a couple of good steps in the right direction, then we take a step backwards, and we can't afford many steps backwards right now at this point of the season. So let's see how we can. We all have to chip in. We all have to hold each other accountable. We all have to push each other, just get the best out of each other, and I think that's how we're going to get better, mainly.
Why is it taking so long to get?
It's hard to put a finger on one thing, but we just have to find that cohesiveness that we need as a unit, and that's what's going to put us more than anything over the hump, regardless of all the technicalities.
Obviously, you will need this game more so than the Clippers. So does that put even more pressure on this team?
Well, I think there's going to be pressure from here on out. I mean, just like as much as it has been. So I think the more we advance into the season, the more our record is going to reflect whether we are in the right direction or doing better or not. So every game is going to be magnified, and this game especially, it's important. You know, all these games are important, and we're in a position where we can't afford many unexpected losses.
Pau, how that the Clippers have arrived at this point? They're considered one of the best teams in the league.
I mean, they deserve it. They won 17 in a row. I think only 2 or 3 teams have done that in the history of the game. So they deserve the credit. You know, whether that's going to sustain or translate into something bigger, who knows? But they deserve the credit that they're getting right now.
How does the Clipper bench compare to the Laker bench?
Well, Clipper bench, I think right now is at the top of the league, if I'm not mistaken. You know, they have a great chemistry going. They both, I mean, they combine each other really well. They have Crawford, a scorer, flat-out scorer that can give him the ball. He can create his own shot at any time, and he gets hot, then you're in trouble. Then they got Matt, who's working and playing extremely well at this point, running the floor like maniac, and just being really effective. And then they have unselfish players with Lamar and Ronnie, and then Bledsoe, who's all over the place. So it's a nice combination of players, and they give them a great boost. So that's it.
Some fans and some media have compared this Clipper team to the Showtime teams of the Lakers. Your thoughts on that?
I think that's a little over the top right now at this point. But you know, like I said, they deserve a lot of credit for what they're doing and the way they're playing. I think they're doing really well. But you know, to compare them to teams that have won 4 championships, I think it's a little early to make that statement.